So recently, I finally got the chance to play hard mode, and after playing a few of the quests, this is actually a pretty decent update. But like most updates in the game, I have a few concerns about where this is headed. So in today's video, I'll be giving my top 3 concerns about hard mode and what they should do to fix them. But before we get into this is my personal opinion on what I think might pose a serious problem to this game. So if you don't agree with some of the stuff I'll be sharing in this video, again, this is just my personal opinion. But with that, let's jump right in. Concern number 1. Now, call me Mr. Ironic here, but hard mode seems very easy. This doesn't feel as challenging as I thought it was going to be, and it really shows. As I was playing this update, I went up against an Infernoot with 2 ice creators, and I wasn't able to record this part, but I did take a screenshot. Flora was telling me that I needed help when the Infernoot was at 1 HP. This is obviously an update for pro players that have completed the main Prodigy storyline to have something to do, but this is a perfect example that this really isn't that difficult. And I was able to beat an Infernoot with ice pets. That shouldn't make sense. You don't really need to have any crazy pets with insane stats. I was able to go through a majority of hard mode with unmerged creators that countered the monsters I went up against. Now, I will admit that the monsters do a ton of damage, but they don't have a ton of health, so as long as you use pets with high speed, you can go first and decimate everything with no issue. Concern number 2. Hard mode isn't really fun or creative. Now, I know the lore with hard mode is that you go back in time and redo the quest from the main storyline, but the least they could have done was change some of the dialogue or have a cool twist that happens every now and again, but it's more or less the same thing. And it's not like the quests themselves are fun to begin with. The basic idea is the warden sends you off on a quest to grab something for them, where you just battle a copious amount of monsters along the way, you bring it back to them only to be sent off again to do the exact same process. And maybe this is just me, but when I first did these quests almost 7 years ago, they really weren't all that fun, and that's the reason why areas like Harmony Island and even Dragon Isle were loved for a while after they came out, was because they were new, yes, but they were also creative and fun in their own way and had some sort of challenge. Hard mode, on the other hand, just feels like a filler update Prodigy had to make without anything new. Finally, concern number 3. This update might get old really quickly. What does Harmony Island, Dual Stadium, and Dragon Isle have in common? They're all fairly challenging, and that's why people come back to these areas over and over again, to get experience and get good at the challenge. And that's the core of every video game. The challenge brings people back. But it's not just the challenge, there's also another thing. There was always something to lose or gain. People came back to challenges to gain something or to get back what they lost. However, with hard mode, this update is already super easy, which eliminates the challenge aspect. The only thing going for this update are the exclusive pets you can gain and the armor you can get along the way, but after you get all of the good pets you want and get the full set, what's next? The core of the game has to be a challenge, because if you don't have a challenge, what's the point in trying? An area that gives exclusive pets and exclusive armor will only be used to get exclusive pets and exclusive armor, not to have fun or to have the genuine intention to return. And that's why concern 3 is my main concern. People will just use hard mode to get your Shadow Drakes, your Willow Size, etc., then turn away from this update to use those pets to do what? Play Dragon Isle and Dual Stadium, the same places that had these 2 elements, a challenge and a loss or gain. So now that you've heard my concerns, here's how I think Prodigy should fix this. Now, I think this solution is actually pretty simple. I think all Prodigy needs to do is to add a challenge and a loss or gain, making the monsters a bit harder. When you fail a quest or lose a battle in a quest, you have to redo a certain amount of quests to get back to where you are. As for a loss or gain, if we end up versing the Puppet Master again, give us a really good exclusive pet and armor set to use, just as an incentive for players to come back. And you could even start small and give players little things to work towards. That can drastically improve the quality and the creativity of this update. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go down below and hit the subscribe button and comment down below what you think hard mode should offer, because I think this is definitely an update that had a ton of potential, but Prodigy just did not deliver. Prodigy actually responded to the pet update a while back, so if you want to see what they said, click this video popping up on screen right now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.